So starting with little minuet, number 2 of 3 minuets. Okay, first thing to note is you've got a B flat here at the beginning, which is the key signature of the music. So obviously any Bs that we come across, there's one there, the bottom of that left hand chord, that's a B, so that would have to be B flat. And then on the second line, there's B flat in the right hand and another one again in the left hand. I'll just take the first 2 lines to begin with. And as usual, looking at it hand separately. Let's look at the left hand first, so we can look at these chords to start with. So the first chord is F and A with my 5 and 3 fingers. And you can see there's a rest at the start of the music. So I'm going to count in 3 whole beats and then the rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then there's 2 more rests. Okay, now this chord here, they put 3 and thumb. I'm going to change that to 2 and thumb. Okay, so rather than shifting the hand along like that, I'm just going to use my second finger, which naturally feels as if it needs to go to the B flat, and just moving my thumb to middle D. So that's B flat and middle D on that second chord. And again, there's a rest first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and another rest. Then the next line, you're back to your first chord again, so I'm not having to really move my hand at all. So starting with that rest at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, now 3 beats on this dotted minim. Then to finish, B flat where my second finger is, middle C, stretch the octave down to C, move the hand so the thumb goes to F now, and use your second finger on C, and then your 5th finger on that low F. So let's just put that fingering in as well. Okay, so let's play all that left hand back to the beginning again. So I'm ready with my F and my A, and I'm just making sure that my second finger is on that B flat ready, and my thumb is on D if possible. Counting in again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest, rest, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest. Second line, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Join all these notes up smoothly. Okay, so those last 2 bars, I probably would spend a bit of time practicing that, because you've got to move the hand around and the fingers around and just winding your way around the notes. Okay, so maybe do that a few more times in your practice. Now the right hand, starting from the beginning, is starting on F. That's that far away from middle C. Okay, high F. And my second finger, if I'm spreading my fingers evenly, as we generally do, my second finger should automatically be on the C. Now the only thing to watch further along is where the thumb needs to be, which needs to be on A. So that is really forming a chord there. Okay, it's part of a broken chord. Fingering and hand position. All right, so remember to always look ahead a little bit more and sort of get the lay of the land as to where your hand needs to be. So I've almost got the first 2 bars already set under my hand. So I'm counting in again, 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, F, C, C. Now 2 beats, 1, 2, now quavers, 3 and 1, now D, D, 2 beats, now quavers. Now here, I'm going to shift my hand forward, okay, because the thumb has got to go to the B flat. All right, so it means the whole hand must go forward. We don't twist, we keep the hand parallel with the keys and shift the hand forward. So just starting in, I've lost the counting now because I've stopped, but I'm just going to start in with that last 2 quavers, which is B flat, D, then onto the next line is F. Play those 3 notes again, B flat, D, F. Now I can draw the hand back again. All right, I don't need to leave the hand there anymore. So my thumb is now on back where it was on A, and my second finger is back where it was on C. and that forms that chord. 2 beats there. Now in this bar here, you've got to do your first jump or shift position. So this time I've got to move my hand so my 3rd finger comes onto the A, and my 4th finger is going to play that B flat. So again, take the hand a little bit further forward. So I'm just going to start with those 2 quavers, A, C, B flat. Let's do that again, A, C, B flat. So we're here, okay? Once again, and I'll carry on, A, C, B flat, then A. Now in the music, you've got some small notes written. I might just go over them in ink because they might not come out when you print it. Because over the top of that G is written a TR in brackets, which is a trill. I think you've done maybe an ornament before, but all it's doing is decorating that G. So instead of playing the G, you play A, G, A, G. So 4 notes there. They are semiquavers. Because the G is a crotchet, the ornament, if we're going to put 4 notes there, has to be semiquavers because it has to be 4/4 to make the whole crotchet. So they're quite quick. Then I finish on the F at the end. So completely ignore the G in the music and play the small little notes instead. A, G, and then the F. So I'm going to take it from those 2 quavers again. B flat, A, G, F. A, G, F. Okay. If you're playing the piece generally at a good steady pace, then those semiquavers won't be too difficult or too fast. All right, so a little bit more counting, a lot more work in the right hand. You can take it into sections. Okay, those 2 quavers belong to that next section. Those 2 quavers belong to that section. So practice it like that in those sections. You can even do that section, then go back and start from there, then do that one, and then do the first one. Do it backwards sometimes in your practice. So, but I'm going to play it all the way from the beginning with the counting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Next section, 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1. Next section, move the hand forward. Next line. A complete break. Next section. B flat, A, G, F, 2, 3. Okay, so I would keep that hands together for the moment. If you do put it hands together, make sure you are comfortable, especially with the right hand, I think. And again, you can put it together in those sections. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of music there to practice. So getting the first one, I make sure I've got my right hand fingers in place, even my thumb on that A, my F and A chord in the left hand. So right hand goes first with a single F, then the hands play together like that. Okay, breaking both hands. Now make sure you've got your fingers in place for this next chord. Okay, now move forward with the right hand, same chord almost as the beginning. Here's the difficult bit. Now keep the left hand down here because that is a dotted minim. So although I'm lifting the right hand, I'm not lifting the left hand at all. Then they go together. Now these 4 little notes, play the first note with the left hand note. Like that. Hold the right hand down while you finish off with the left hand. So just looking again at that ornament, I'll just start dead on that ornament. So again, I'm not playing G in the right hand, I'm playing A with the C. A, G, like that. So come together to start. Then the 2 Fs fall together and you finish off.